What's up, guys? Rishmal here, coach of the California Coyotes, and I am here with the Pick'ems video for the PWC Week 2, and let's get right into it. As you guys can see, this week was a lot, well, I think it's a lot closer than last week. Last week, if we scroll up, most people got a lot of them right. There weren't any big upsets, but if you look at this, there is one big upset right about here. And that game is Destin versus Sniper. Sorry, I was multitasking. But we had, I don't think it's not, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. 7 out of 8 people picked Destin. And one person picked Sniper. I'm saying Shiny because Shiny is the one who picked Sniper, and he ended up pulling out. Sniper ended up pulling out the W, and Shiny got his victory, which is pretty good for him, I guess. I don't exactly remember what happened in the match. I know the lead was pretty good for Sniper. He caught off Destin's Miensha with the focus / counter reval. Sneasel. It's a pretty good tech. Also, the flame charge Volcanion, that was pretty cool. It didn't end up winning, which is unfortunate, but the Scarf Electivire was able to clean up the Lando at the end. So, really good game to Sniper. Destin having a rough start to the season. He's 0-2 after being last season's champion, which I wasn't here for the last time Destin won, but I believe the season after he won, he went 3-7. So, for his sake, let's hope that doesn't happen again, and he can bounce back. But next, Colton versus me. Most people picked Colton. They won. Unfortunately for Justin, his lock ended up losing. I don't know why he locked me. I don't know. His fault. Next, most people picked Justin against Carlos, and Justin ended up winning, which is as for it could be surprising, if you're just coming from last week and just looking at the names, because Carlos is one of the best battlers in the PWC, and Justin is very good in his own right, but Carlos is really good. He's amazing, and I believe Carlos won last week, but a lot of people picked Justin, and a lot of people were right. And he was able to pull it out. I believe he got a bit lucky with the first turn wake on Metagross, but I think he would have pulled it out anyway because Arcanine put in a lot of work that match. And yeah, Justin's had a really impressive start. I believe he's the best team in the league. He's 2-0 and Colton's 2-0, and I don't remember who has more differential. I think they might be tied, actually, so I don't know. Actually, no, they're not tied, because I only lost to Colton 1-0. So, Justin is first in the league. Unfortunately for him, he's on a trip in the mountains for I think a month, and his friend is placing him for this month only. So who knows how well he's gonna play. Hopefully for Justin, he doesn't ruin his record, because he had a very impressive start to the season. It would be nice for him to get to playoffs. But next we have an almost unanimous victory for everyone but Destin. Picking Shiny over Storm. Destin picked Storm. He lost. Unfortunate. We have 3 locks getting their picks right. We had 2 locks on the last match. Next, we had Luna versus Zern. Nobody locking on this match. We had, I think it's 3 people getting it right with Zern and 5 people getting it wrong with Luna. Zern pulled out the win with the nasty plot bulky Mew with Vacuum and Psyshock. Just won the game versus Luna's hyper offensive team. God damn it, Storm, you spelled Bandits wrong. But yeah, the Nasty Plot Mew ended up putting in a lot of work, and I believe that is Zern's 2-0 as well. Luna is sitting at a 1-1 record. Next up, we have the match that almost didn't go in because I believe this match happened on Wednesday, which is Dave versus Gio. Gio lost, so the 3 people who picked him were out, and the 3 people who locked Dave and the other people who picked him are sitting very happy. It was gonna be awkward if this match didn't happen, because I'm not gonna give wins and losses for the actual match point because of a forfeit match or a double forfeit match especially, and there were 3 people who locked him, so that was gonna be really awkward. But thankfully didn't have to go with that because they battled late and we accepted that. So yeah, but going on to week 3. Here's week 3. Okay, so we have a lot of people. We have 2 matches being locked on in total. 4 people on one of them, and then 6 people on the other. That's very interesting. But the first match is Zern versus Shiny. There's 3 people going for Shiny and 7 people going for Zern. As for the matchup, if my phone would load, there it is. Here we are. Zern has a pretty good setup mons with Lucario, Zygarde, and Mew, which are pretty good versus Zern's Shiny's bulky mons, because they can't really phase them out. Like Blastoise gets roared, but that's it. Also, oh shit, my bad. That was my phone. Sorry about that. Also, Mew. Jesus, I can't English. I'm sorry, but Zern has Stunfisk, which is a really good Tapu Koko check. I know from experience that a bulky Stunfisk is very hard to take down. It's also really good. I mean, he has Skarmory, which is really good for Mega Aerodactyl and for Garchomp. Volcarona is a pretty big threat, which Zern really doesn't have much answers for. Maybe like a Yachi Berry, or just a bulky Zygarde that can take a +1 and then kill it with either a Z-move or a Stone Edge. Or just Talonflame, that's always an option as well. But on Zern's side, as I mentioned, Lucario and Zygarde should be pretty good with their setup. Mega Audino shouldn't be that bad this match. I think it can take hits from Tapu Koko pretty comfortably, and possibly from Garchomp. I don't know if it'll take Mega Arrows. I don't know if it'll take Garchomp EQ and Mega Arrow that well if it's running Spadef for Koko, but we'll see. Next match, we have a unanimous vote for Luna versus Gio in Luna's favor. This is the first unanimous vote of the season, I think at least. Okay, there's red in every line. Yep. This is the first unanimous pick of the season, and of course it's against Gio. Has to be against Gio. And it's Luna. Luna and Gio are very close friends. They talk about, Storm, if you don't learn how to spell goddamn bandits, just stop picking Luna, man. Jeez. I'm not, what the hell just happened? I'm not actually mad. I'm just joking. But I'm OCD about spelling things like that, so I want it to be spelled right. But everyone picking Luna versus Gio. If you guys haven't noticed right now, Gio's meme. Everyone says he's bad. Somewhat justifiable. Luna is a very good battler. His team, I don't think he's like the most comfortable with his team, and his team isn't the greatest in general. I'm not a fan of hyper offense, so I don't think it's the greatest. But Luna is just much better a battler than Geo, so sorry, Geo. Looking unfortunate this week. Next up, we have me versus Dave. We have an almost unanimous vote for me. One person taking Dave, being Justin. Come on, Justin. No faith. But, yeah, no locks on the match, though. A lot of people liking my team, probably because Dave's, like, sets that he brings every week are going to be predictable. Also, stuff like Diggersby has a really good matchup versus Dave. Tapabulu has a good matchup besides Revenge Killing. Like, it's a really good wall breaker. Starmie is a pretty decent matchup, and Zard is always going to be good because it's Zard. So, yeah, that's... Obviously, I'm biased because I know my prep and stuff. But for Dave's side, obviously I know it is threatening for me. Thundy and Infernape are huge threats. Venu can be a problem to take down, so that's those are like probably the reasons why Justin picked him over me. Next up, we have our second unanimous vote, the pick of the week with Carlos over Storm. We have only 2 people not locking this. I mean, these Storm and Carlos can't, obviously, so they're locked here. But for the 2 people who could, the 8 people who could, 6 of them locked. So that should tell you how people are expecting this match to go. Carlos, as I mentioned when we were discussing last week, he's one of the best battlers in the league. Storm, fortunately, is not. Well, at least he's not viewed that way. Maybe he is. Who knows? Also, Storm's team is really weird. He has 2 fire types. Carlos has a Flash Firemon. He also has a Toad and a Mega Tyranitar. As for the offensive matchup, Mega Tyranitar should be pretty good. Gastrodon could be pretty annoying, though. Latios kind of beats his entire team if he gets, like, I don't know, a Toxic on Cresselia or something like that. Almost spoiled something. Heracross looks pretty good. Mimikyu shouldn't be that bad either. Except for, like, Swallow. I mean, I guess Swallow can't... no, it gets Scrappy. So that could be annoying if the disguise is broken and can revenge kill. But on to the next match, we have... Oh, I thought this was unanimous. But this is an almost unanimous vote for Destin versus Justin. And you might be really confused because Destin's 0-2, Justin's 2-0. Why is everyone voting for Dustin? Because this is a new guy replacing Justin, and no one knows how good he is. No one knows anything about him, except that he's just Justin's friend. Luna has faith in this guy. Probably, I'm making an assumption here, but probably just less faith in Destin. Unfortunate. But a lot of people are picking Destin. When I was picking my pick, I was like really 50-50 on the matchup. Like, I wasn't really sure who had the better matchup. But then I'm just like, I don't know who this guy is. Destin's a good battler. Let's pick Destin. Also, when I was looking at the matchup, Wheezing Walls, Justin's entire team. That's always good. So, yeah. Lastly, we have the other unanimous match of the week being Colton versus Sniper. Colton has been doing really well this season. He's 2-0. He's always done good in the early season, so it's the early season, so that's unlucky for Sniper. Sniper did win last week against a struggling Destin, so not sure how much people really took that into consideration. It's still a good win, though. But yeah, matchup. Colton's always gonna have a good matchup because his team has threats upon threats. Mega Gallade kind of wins. Then again, when does Mega Gallade not win? I'm gonna say it again. Mamoswine kills everything. Then again, when does Mamoswine not kill everything? Yeah, Celesteela is just a great Mega Scizor check, so offensive Mega Scizor, which otherwise would put a lot of hurt on Colton's team. Like a Fizz Def, Celesteela shuts it in his tracks. Like +2 superpower probably does like 40, 50. Dragonite is going to be a struggle versus 2 Ice Sharders. Two of the best Ice types in the game. The two best Ice Sharders in the game. Because Clear and Black doesn't get Ice Shard. Well, Canyon's a pretty good threat if he runs Earth Power. Something like Sugarberry on Lantern could be really nice for Colton. But I think this video has been kind of long, so I'm just going to end it here. Make sure to check out everybody's channels for everyone who's involved in the PWC. Also, regarding Dave and Gia, they didn't pick their matches again. Dave, I don't know if he'll pick his matches next week, but he has been dealing with a lot of IRL stuff, so I don't know if he's like dealt with it yet, but he said that he's gonna try and like ignore that and focus on the stuff that really matters. So hopefully that goes well for him, but he should be more active in the league, so hopefully he does do his pick'ems. That'd be nice. Gia's I don't know what he did. He went undefeated. Went 5-0 first week and just didn't pick. Disappointing. But other than that, make sure to check out everyone's channels. Show some love to the like button. Subscribe if you want more content. And see you guys later. Peace.